Hey gang, I'm not so cheeky now, am I? Okay, that took a little more out of me than I expected. Um, just about 24 hours since the surgery. They wheeled me in around 2 p.m. It's a short procedure. Um, and then after the procedure, went into the ICU. I think they said lights out. It was 9:30, and I slept. Not only did I sleep all night, but I slept most of the morning too, other than when they were coming in for poking and prodding and checking. Oof. I probably slept more in the last 24 hours than I have slept in the previous month. So I'm hopeful I'll get some sleep tonight, and I suspect I will. Let's talk about pain. Well, I stopped taking pain meds after the ICU. I didn't want any more. I didn't think it was necessary. And it's interesting because once they pulled the chest tubes out, the drain tubes, if I move very still and stop breathing for a few seconds, I don't have any pain. And it's more like, so like now I'm not in pain. I'm short of breath, which is to be expected. It's more if I cough or I move the wrong way, and then it's feels almost like a pulled muscle, where it's a sharp, quick pain. I guess the biggest issue would be is it's a sharp, quick pain all over the place. Over here under this arm, over here under this arm, maybe a little bit in the chest. It's just kind of very hesitant to move. When I cough, ay caramba. Whew. And you will cough up some phlegm. That's probably the most difficult part for me. I did get up and go wee a few minutes ago after they pulled out the catheter. The catheter, I've never experienced that live and in person, having one removed. And the chest drain tubes was very quick, but it was a very interesting sensation because, it goes across your chest from what I could feel, and you can feel it. You feel it coming out of there. And it's funny, there's one on each side. So Dr. O pulled the one out. A deep breath, which you can't really do a deep breath, but as deep as you can. And then boom, he pulled it out. And I was like, and then he said, one more. I was like, one more? It wasn't that bad. Quick, sharp pain, and it's gone. I can't imagine how people feel waking up from open heart surgery, having their chest cracked and all that. I mean, this is laparoscopic, so really it's a walk in the park, comparatively speaking. Just, wow. Those of you that have endured that, I salute you. This is what I would consider, I guess, the first major surgery I've ever had. And even this is nothing compared to what a lot of people go through. At any rate, a couple of interesting things. Dr. O had noticed that I have an additional heartbeat. Not a PVC or a PAC, but actually an extra heartbeat. And I explained to him that that started after the second ablation, which he felt was very curious. And I had said to the EP at the time, there's something ain't right. And he said, no, we don't. We're not. That comes from the ventricle. We're not anywhere near that site. That's not possible. Yeah, well, I ended up with more arrhythmias from that ablation. Bigeminy, trigeminy. Is there a quad Gemini? I don't know. I had the whole Gemini. But anyway, he thought that that was very interesting. What was also very interesting is that those have seemed to have become much less frequent since the procedure. He was watching on the monitor last time he came in and talked to me and said much less frequent. And again, he said very curious. Go figure. Can't be just smooth and easy. The other interesting thing was the removal of the left arterial appendage. Dr. O had asked me in maybe our first consultation in the hospital if I wanted to see that after the procedure, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. How often do you get to see a chunk of your heart? Plus, I've seen him post so many pictures of them. I was morbidly curious. So he did at one point in the ECU this morning. The ECU? No, that's a car part. In the ICU, he did bring that appendage in a little dish, and he allowed me to take some pictures of it. I think we were both relishing in that. I think he appreciates it, and I think he probably appreciated that I appreciated it. It was very cool. I'm sure you don't have to do that. If you don't want to see a chunk of your heart, I'm sure that's optional, people. Did I talk about the pain? I forget, because I've tried to make this video a couple of times. It's not pain. It is discomfort, for sure. I'm laying here now, my chest is just, it's just uncomfortable. I stopped taking pain meds in the ICU. I didn't want any more. I just don't think that's necessary for me. And unless I'm coughing or moving or breathing, I'm not in any pain at all. Anyway, I wish this video was a little more chipper. I am just exhausted. I did have a little bit of dinner tonight, and I did get up and go wee. The nurses here are just, what a phenomenal staff. Just caring, compassionate. The amount of effort they put into communicating with me, it's beautiful, it's awesome. Really, you know, they seem to be primarily on the younger side, so they get technology. Unlike this old man. You know, they all whip out Google Translate and do their thing. It's really just, I can't even say enough about this hospital. Not just Dr. O, but also the staff. Just really just amazing. All right, what's on the schedule for tomorrow? Blood work, chest x-ray, and I imagine a few laps around the ward. I'm probably going to sleep again. Go figure. Bye, guys. Talk soon.